Hello everybody, I'm BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Cities Skylines. We're currently over here at Spaghetti Junction, as we have decided to call this bit of a monstrosity of a four-way intersection. Despite it being a Spaghetti Junction monstrosity, I am quite fond of it. I really do like it, actually. Obviously, some of the roads could be a little neater and more realistic. Obviously, there are some kind of crazy slopes going on, but overall, I think it's quite nice. This one in particular is a little ridiculous. However, despite the ridiculous slopes and the Spaghetti Junction nature of this interchange, the traffic is flowing really, really well. Even with high sort of traffic going through, I was sitting and watching it for a little while, things were going very, very well. The same, however, cannot be said for over here at the world's most simple intersection, it could be said. We are starting to get back up almost all the way onto the highway. And in fact, we're getting some vehicle pops as well. They're sort of disappearing, which is not ideal. So I would love suggestions in the comments of what to do with this intersection. Obviously, I can't do anything with this one just yet, as we have not unlocked another tile to buy. However, what I can do to improve this, please let me know in the comments below, and I will get on that right away. However, obviously we can't do that just yet, as I still need to wait for your guys' suggestions in the comments. So for now, we're just going to do a little bit of tidy up, removing some of the abandoned buildings and the like. Get that all cleaned up, lovely jubbly, and we will start work on adding in some more residential zoning, because obviously these guys are requesting it. Now, I am very, very close to unlocking the high density stuff, so I don't want to put anything more into the CBD section, because I will have this stuff. I'll have that high density stuff to put in there very shortly. So that will be very exciting. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is putting in all of this suburb stuff. And what I'm doing is I'm just sort of spacing them out a little bit, just to make it a little more, I don't know, realistic. Like, not every block is built on, and just give it a little bit more dynamic sort of style. I don't know, I kind of like how it looks when it's spread out a bit. And then what I'll do is I'll go through and do this as well in here. I'll actually remove some of the zoning just to make it that little bit more interesting and spaced out. And also, if I remove some of the stuff from in here, then they'll build out into this section, because the demand will go up as, you know, there's less spaces for them to build in here. Or at least that's the plan anyway. I'm actually going to remove this entire strip along here. That whole strip is going to disappear, which is going to, you know, make people absolutely hate me. We are losing population at this point in time, but I think it's okay. This is actually not connected anymore because of removing that strip of buildings, but that's okay because we are connected along this section. So long as that stays true, so long as that connection is always there, we should be fine. And I have watered up all of those, so when people move in, it will be fine. I'll go ahead, speed up the game just to make sure that, you know, people do move in. Unfortunately, that power did not stay connected. Aha, okie dokie. If I build, I could build some here, but I don't actually want to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just build a small connection in there, and I'll also build a connection this way as well. We'll bring this along, and we will join it back up. I know I just removed that, but I'll put it back in for now. That way we have two connections in case anyone sort of disappears at any point. We should be covered. You need to disappear. I thought I got rid of your zoning. So that will hopefully fill that up nice and quick. But what I want to do is go in and add a district. I want to district this section up and ban high-rises. So this section is going to have a high-rise ban in it. And it is going to be low density. And don't worry, I'm doing it messily, but I will tidy it up in just a sec. So this is going to be a high-rise ban, low density. This section here is going to be low density but no high-rise ban, and will be high-tech housing. And then this section is going to be high density, and that is how we're going to get the nice sort of differences of everything, and get the nice layers and levels and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is just bring this along just this road. We're just going to try and get this up as nice and tidy as I possibly can. In the past, I have been pretty bad in terms of zoning, not just in terms of making my zones pretty, but just using them in general. I sort of never really utilized them, and it's something that I'd like to do in this playthrough, especially being as it is vanilla. I think it's going to be very crucial. I don't have all the mods that I would normally have to sort of control the levels of everything and how things look, so I am going to rely very heavily on this, on standard zoning procedures and making sure everything is looking how I want it. Oopsie daisies, adding an accidental evergreen district there. And also, please leave comments down below with what you want me to name these districts. Obviously, this is currently called Underhill Square, where I'm going to go ahead and rename this now to The Suburbs. However, I'm not the most creative when it comes to names, so let me know your suggestions for those in the comments, and I'll be sure to put them in. And that, I want to get you guys involved more in this. I want to get more viewer interaction, so leave that down below, and also any suggestions for anything else that you want to do, and I'll be sure to put them in. Now, we've just broken the 100,000 mark, and I'd like to spend some of that money, because at the moment we have basically zero demand and plenty of money to spend. Fire is not really going to be an issue over here. However, it is going to be an issue in this section. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and place down a fire station I want to get one that's going to cover this section and this section. So I think I'll place it in here. I think we'll do nicely. Do I have disconnected power grids? I don't think I do. This section is very, very bad. So what I am going to do, what are you? You're a police station. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a fire station right next to it. And bearing in mind, like I said last time, these roads are going to extend up. So that is going to be more useful than it currently appears. Police is fine. These guys do need one. So I am going to go ahead and put a police station just in the middle there. They are covered for elementary schools. This middle section could maybe do with one. But again, placing one there doesn't give me the best coverage. However, very exciting, big town. That is awesome. So we have unlocked another area that we can use. We've got a whole bunch of new policies, which is perfect. And we have our new zones, as well as the university, and finally, the incineration plant. So, let's first go ahead and add in the incineration plant. I'm going to put one... Where do I want to put one, actually? Let's go and put one here, and we'll put one next to this one, so that they can empty nice and quickly. So that's going to go there. Hopefully that will help out with our rubbish problems, as we do have some of that. Healthcare, we still don't have the crematorium, that's fine. Education, we have a university. Do I want to place this just yet? I don't think I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a high school down just here. How's the coverage? Coverage, actually, well, let's place it here. And we'll make, how do I want to do this? Let's make this section here the high school block. We're going to do some actual prettying up of this and make it look somewhat nice. We're going to go ahead and put a one-way street through there. And a high school is going to go just there. Get rid of all the trees and all that kind of stuff out of this section. And we will do, once we have some more stuff, we'll do some prettying up of this section. So this is going to be a proper little high school section. We'll put maybe some, we don't really have car parks anymore, do we? Of course, I was thinking we had some stuff, but that's normally all my mods that I'd have. We could go ahead and put in, you know, some parks around the place, that kind of stuff. We'll have to come back to it. We'll have to have a think about what exactly we want to do. Again, leave your suggestions down below for that kind of stuff. However, let's go ahead and add in a few more districts. Obviously, this section is going to be a district, so we'll just go ahead and run it all the way down, which is looking nice. I'll again clean up these edges in just a bit. Run it back along that angle. There we go. And place it in here. And then go with a smaller brush and we will level that off. Just like so. Bring it back just a little bit further. I want it to include that road. Very nice. So the Hickory district is going to be low density, not quite CBD. I don't know. We'll just call this low density for now. Leave your suggestions down below. This is going to have the policies of... I can't give it high-tech housing just yet, and I can't give this one the high-rise band, but that is going to be the plan. We are going to give it a Parks and Recreation boost. We're going to give it recycling, which is going to cost us money, but we're making plenty of it anyway. And the low density is again also going to have Parks and Rec and recycling. And then this section here, my CBD, is going to be another district. So let's go ahead and add this in just in here. And again, we'll do some tidy up in just a second. So we'll bring this along. And I know it's going to be sort of spread out around this area. So we'll just fill it all in for now. That way we can sort of, we're using the districts here to map everything out, okay? So this is our CBD. So we've got our suburbs, low density, CBD filling up this section. And then the low density is going to spread out around it once we own those areas. And speaking of owning areas, let's go ahead and purchase this one here. So now you can let me know what your suggestions are for this massive interchange here, how we're going to handle the traffic in, and all of that kind of good stuff. And I'll build that in the next couple episodes. We are having rubbish issues, but again, I think that'll be fixed once I hit play. It's currently paused, and it has been since I've built those. So really, I don't know what else there is to do other than go ahead, hit play, speed the game up to full speed, and see what happens. Obviously, these things are having power issues. Our water availability is a little bit low. So we can fix that very easily by adding another one of them. There we go. So that's our water situation sorted. And in fact, while we're here, I'll go ahead and add another 2 of them just so that we are sorted forever, as well as another outflow pipe. So we just tack that on the end, and that should sort our water problems for a little while. We shouldn't be seeing any issues whatsoever. Power is obviously not connected, which is a little bit, you know, of an issue to these, but they're not needed just yet. What are you? You're a firehouse. I mean, it might be kind of nice to get these covered, but I think for now I'll leave it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start changing these sections into high density. So let's go ahead and we'll do it block by block. So we'll set this one to high density, and we'll alternate our way down. So we'll set that to high density as well, and we'll let that go. We'll see how that affects our demand for residential zone and go from there. Now, you might have noticed that we have yet to have a nighttime in this episode, and I actually turned off night. It's the only thing that's not quite vanilla, is I have gone ahead and turned off nighttime simply because it's not very good for recording. When I'm doing nighttime, when it's nighttime, you can't see what I'm doing. So I thought I'd go ahead and turn that off for you guys. And that there is fantastic. We're starting to get the look of what we're after. So very, very happy about that. We can also start, while we're here, removing a bunch of our industrial section and replacing it with offices. Are you emptying yet? No, you're 12% full. As soon as that one's empty, I will remove it, and I'll remind myself that I'm going to do that by placing in offices just here. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. That's all I've got time for. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.